We seek a reason to continue to believe in the light of the stars. Do stars have a reason to shine so brightly in a sky so dark? Do we have reason to hope in a world so bad? Ukugodamu, the twilight of blood, the original genocide. Our world has been built on this tragedy. It seems that this event is the root of the worst evils within us. It sounds like the fall of man in the Bible for Christianity, but it's interesting, and Judaism. It's interesting. Oh yeah, hopefully people don't take too much offense if I talk a little bit about religions as well. But I mean, this game is all about the religion of this world as well. All those who wanted to do good during our journey have failed. Mighty kings such as Eloric Mankara or simple griots like the Solaris. No one gets there. So, how can we be sure that you will succeed in saving this world? Because I never give up. No matter what obstacles and difficulties come, I always find a way to achieve my goals. If one way doesn't exist, I'll create another one. Creating your way when facing adversity, that's adaptation. But adapting myself doesn't allow me to save the world. Adapting only allows me to survive and suffer without being destroyed. I don't want to save the world. Huh? Again? This wasn't an impression. My legacy is really reacting to her. But why? The world cannot simply be saved. It's impossible. So why? Why do you even try to help other people if it doesn't mean anything? Follow me. Don't worry. You enjoy what's next, I am sure. Trying to save the world, this would mean setting it in a constant state of perfection. That would mean that the world has a specific goal to reach. That's false. Huh? You met a griot and one of Ne Ari's followers. Despite their differences, these two groups agree on one important thing. Life is the result of the existential trouble of the goddess Maisha. Because of this, the existence of humans doesn't have any specific purpose. We are the fruit of the doubt and confusion of the Supreme Being. Free will is not the freedom to choose, as we have always thought. It's the freedom to create rules as living creatures. All the most important men in our history have understood this reality. Therefore, each one tried during their lifetime to unify the world under one purpose, whether through conquest, religion, or other methods. It makes sense that if we don't have a common purpose, the instinctive solution may be to impose a common purpose for everyone. But they all failed. Each of their methods created an unjust world for the masses while profiting a minority. This is inevitably what leads us to this endless cycle of war and chaos. Me, I will succeed because I will respect the fundamental nature of life. If the world isn't meant to be in a conscious state, then we cannot save it. But we can change it. Changing the world instead of saving it. I don't see any practical difference, Queen of the Bojas. Yet, you have already found the answer twice in yourself, by living in the Aurionic awakening. Huh? The awakening could have been a classic rite of passage, done in temples and pre-established meetings. But the large part of the Aurionic evolution is left to chance. Just think about it. Oh. No change can be eternal. If you want to save the world by creating a constant reality, sooner or later the diversity of human desires will tear it apart. That's a good point too. I was thinking that too, that there's always people have differences of opinion and points of view in this. Changing the world consists of the creation of a system which promotes and focuses on the diversity of beings. So, you transfer your efforts to a normal cycle of life instead of against nature. According to the Auric followers, it is precisely this soul's diversity that will always be the cause of conflict. That's why we must create a planetary Aurionic awakening. Oh, shoot. Only enlightened humans can live in harmony despite their differences, especially if we make sure that most of the pillars of their souls are positive at the end of their journey. Awaken all the souls in the world? How is this possible? There is no way to predict the awakening of a person. This would be like controlling the Great Veil. We cannot control the reaction of our ancestors, but we can prepare humans to have the best pillars of their souls. We have already done it. How? Look outside. Kanombe Wangaa. To make sure I was on the right track, I decided to experiment with my system on the least enlightened humans on the planet, the Wangas. Oh my goodness, we're going all political and philosophical together, guys. This is intense stuff. Here, more than any elsewhere, we found a tribe solely governed by violence and the desire to destroy other tribes. We led a war for many years against this tribe to overthrow their most violent leaders. Then arrived at the right time to deploy the only asset that could definitively bring important changes. Education. Oh. Education is the only way to inspire a worldwide awakening. Beyond bringing minds to think the way we want them to, it's essential to give them the tools to create harmonious thoughts. This generates souls that open to reach their full potential. It creates a system that respects initial chaos, but channels it, just like Maisha channeled the pre-universe. Education, making everyone have the tools to think. Now, you can share my vision, King and Queen of Zama. We must provoke a worldwide awakening everywhere through education. This is how the most powerful queen in the world thinks. Could I have come to such a vision by myself if I had to rule Zama alone? Onia, what do you think of such a woman behind the veil? Onia being the previous queen. Unfortunately, in today's world, and for quite some time, I can only use force to spread this vision to other tribes. Which is why I am asking you, to lend us your power. Fight with us so that we can change this world more quickly. Fight for the Bojas? Yes, despite our efforts, we still face one last resistance with the barbarian Wangaa tribes outside the city. What help could we give to your army? The rebels fled into the mountains. Their location gives them an advantage, which prevents us from deploying there and finishing this task. Dromane offered to form a small group with you to infiltrate the mountains and eliminate the chiefs. Excuse me. Once their leaders are defeated, the rebels will surrender and we will avoid battles and unnecessary deaths. The sooner we finish here, the sooner I could use historical advantage to impose the awakening plan to Wasao and Isao. Historical advantage? Would you conquer Ka Wasao and Ka Isao? I see. The two continents no longer have armies and rely on us to protect the Bojas. Against the Bojas, is what she's trying to say. We will use this position of strength to force their selfish elites to change. We shouldn't have to fight for it. Ooh, this is... So, can we count on Zama to join us? We would like to think about it. We've had our share of battles so far. And as we've explained to you, we just want to be sure that what we are doing is good. That it is good. Did I say something wrong? No, pardon me. It's just your youth that reminded me of interesting memories. I guess what she was... Let me give both of you a better perspective. What? What? Listen to my voice, King and Queen of Zama. I can't breathe. Enzo, are you okay? But... this attitude is like a mother teaching her children to walk. You have tamed the fire of your anger. You understood how to adapt like water. But your soul still suffocates under the weight of your limited judgments. Feel this void in your flesh. My soul doesn't breathe. It's pinned down under the weight of your ego. You are full of vanity, thinking you are better than others. Oh, interesting. Vanity. You continue to classify people and facts into good or bad cases. This is a sign of inner immaturity. The Aurion and the Veil don't judge anyone. The legacy is granted to the brave as well as the tyrants. Oh, interesting. There is no real good or bad. That's an interesting point of view. Are you starting to understand? It makes you step back and face life. Leave the ground of survival for the sky of those who can change things. I can breathe better. Open yourself up to the relativity son of the Odanes. The relativity acknowledge that very few judgments are absolute. Killing is bad, but what if it saves more lives? What is the harm of a tragedy if it raises awareness to the world? Every opponent that we meet is convinced of his or her cause as we are of ours. Who decides who is right? Isn't it the result of the fight? There isn't any absolute rule to answer these questions, but a soul light as air can rise above to consider things as a whole by relativity. I guess it's like the ability to see the big picture. So, this is what it feels like to see the world with eyes of relativity. Everything seems more complex, but also simpler at the same time. How can you trigger the awakening of another Aurionic? It's scary. I didn't trigger anything. I just boosted a little bit of what was already growing in you. Now, go and rest. Digest everything we have talked about, and come back tomorrow to give me an answer. Royal Bob. Oh man. It's not what I expected, that's for sure. What's the matter? Your Aurion seems more stable. Huh? Maybe it's because of my third soul pillar. After this awakening, I feel like I'm really breathing for the first time. I mean, I have to admit that she has a point. It's very often that as the case that there is a lot of unintended consequences. I'm glad to see you like this. We should go home to rest. The children will worry. Dramane gave us a hut in the city. I'm going to note its position in the Kalo. Okay, let's go with Temu. Did I pronounce that right? Find the Solaris children and rest. Take the opportunity to visit the city and its surroundings. Sometimes things don't work exactly the way you want to, but oftentimes it might work for a better cause as well. I do have to admit that even like nothing is real, even like Utemu. No. Let's go. I'm almost, I have about 10 to 15 minutes, so we're gonna have to end soon here. It's so sad, because this was one of the more interesting parts of the... But I have to admit, the queen is wise. Because it is true that education, although not the solve... I don't know if it's the... It will solve every problem in the world, but it certainly would help. To at least allow people to express themselves. And a world where diversity is encouraged, is accepted, yet you can live with it. Where's the objective? Oh, thanks. That's really gonna help. I do believe, was it here or was it back in that screen? My gosh, I can't walk on this thing. Nope. I think it was a residential. Kafor tree. Hello, we are home. Huh? Big brother Enzo! Big sister Irene! Walking on stairs and ladders, oh my goodness, it's just like another game we like to talk about. You and your... Oh wow, use a kappa. I hope you all ate well. Yes, they brought us dishes from the palace. Angani? Angani, is everything alright? Yes, why? I've not seen you like this for a long time. In fact, since we left Zama, you haven't smiled much. Really? I feel much better since this awakening. Everything seems less dramatic to me after all. In any case, I'm delighted to see the Enzo that I grew up with in Zama. Oh. Hia, I know I was not very kind to you at first. Let's say I had my own problems and frustrations, and I projected them on you. But I promise to make up for it. Will you give me another chance? Oh. Go on, Hia. Say yes. Griots are not spiteful, but I want to ask you something. Huh? I want you to train my sisters and I to become Aurionics. I would like Big Sister Irene and you to become our Jews. Not our Jews. You know what I'm saying, guys. You want to become Aurionic, and you want us to train you. Okay, I accept. From now on, you will call us Jew Enzo and Jew Irene. I'm warning you that it's not going to be easy. Thank you. We promise to do our best. Thank you so much. Jew Enzo. You're sure it's a good idea? You are a little euphoric right now. Maybe we should wait to calm down before you decide. Just like it'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. Just like you said, we need to train them for them to retake Solaris Lituba sooner or later. We had a busy day full of emotions. I think that we should sleep on our decision for the Boljas. A night's rest gives wisdom. I really miss seeing him like that. I hope that everything goes well for us now. I don't ever want to see him sink. The next day. Ooh. Wangaa. Enzo, where are you? I am outside, Utemu. What are you doing sitting outside like that? Just come sit next to me. Is everything okay? You've been sleeping restlessly tonight. Yes, I'm weighing the pros and cons of this alliance with the Boljas. And what did you decide? I think that we are going to accept. While thinking about it, Queen Dekina's ideal made me think of Zama. It's true that it looked like the teachings under the tree with Pa Amogo. A world based on an internal and harmonious education. It looks like the Umoja way of Zama. We should support it and go home. Do you agree? Yes, let's go to the palace to give her our answer. Go back to the Wangaa Palace to give your answer. Ooh. How much time we have left? Okay, we have a little bit of time. I don't know if we have enough time to sit through. I can just cut it off if it starts taking a little too long. Anyway, we're here at Wangaa. Huh, stairs and ladders, Kudelka. Oh, this is the port. I went the wrong way. It does look like a giant white dog. I think these are the ones that warm people. How nice, these awesome creatures. Anyway, I don't have much money, so I can't really buy anything new. Go walk past all these people. The Queen of the Bojas is so powerful. She's like a super master Aurionic. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, we got 10 minutes. We'll go 10 minutes as a conversation and stop here for... When you have your answer, speak directly with Mother. I will never forgive you for having me humiliated in front of the Bojas, Queen of Enlightenment. Alright. So, King and Queen of Zama, what is your answer? Yes, we have decided to create an alliance with the Bojas. We will fight with Dramane to foster a cooperation between both our people. Well said. Dramane is now going to explain the situation. Do they even realize the importance of all this? Whew. The tension. So... I'll get straight to the point. That's how this seems to work. We deal with the Daruba clan. They are the former rulers of this city. By taking the city, we have pushed them into the northern mountains. It's from these hidden locations that they carry out terrorist raids against civilians. But we've managed to locate one of their bases at the top of the Bouto Lima mountain. Bouto? Our plan is to launch a big diversion attack on the main path. While the bulk of their army responds to this, you and I, we will infiltrate by a more discreet path. Our goal is to defeat Daruba Sopir, who once occupied Gao's seat. It's a sacred opponent that shouldn't be underestimated. So, it's a simple plan. We may have a lot to climb, so we better stock up on provisions. Looks like it's simple indeed. We are ready, so whenever you want. Whew, you're in a good mood. Okay, let's go, then I'll point out the mountain on your kalo. Good. I'll send the troops to make a diversion. Try to finish quickly, to minimize unnecessary losses. Let's see what effect the alliance between the Kori-Odan and the Aurion has on the battlefield. This should be interesting. Oh, we can't. Meet at the mountain north of the city where the Daruba's rebels are. Although he's very strong and talented in combat, be careful of Dramane. He's a little distracted and this could cause problems for him in the future. I guess you would know your son best, huh? At least try not to interfere with the prince during the battles. The explanations are very heavy, so this game is very heavy on text, particularly with religion and philosophy. I mean, I can comprehend what's going on, but sometimes I have a little, even I have a little bit of like difficulty. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is kind of heavy. It's a very complex world that you can tell. One thing I like is that the writers of the game, the writing in the game is very good. They can describe a world, because the world is very much almost modeled after our own. So it's taking the complex. Yeah, I just realized as an ESL, it's not very. This is not easy material to read, especially if you're learning English for the first time, or not for you. You're not for the first time, but Oh my gosh, Dropbox, go away, please. Jeez, goodness gracious. Yeah, I forgot that is your second language, so it's a lot tougher for you, too. It's tough for me, honestly. I have to actually, like, think about it. I'm like, Let's go ahead and make our way to the mountain and see how far we can get. By that, I mean Wangaa. I like how the music's the same. It's kind of weird. It's kind of, I'm kind of a little bit sad that there isn't different music per continent, but oh well. Here's our target. Our troops are already in position for creating a diversion. We should be able to infiltrate it. I guess that's the next dungeon. We can explore a little of the area, huh? Where does this go? To Bridge East. Beyond this bridge, the region's controlled by the rebels. I should wait a bit. Yeah, I guess we can't cross there. Probably like Xenon. It reminds me of Chrono Trigger's Xenon Bridge, but I won't talk about that. Play Chrono Trigger yourself, you lazy people. No, I'm just joking. Great game. I don't think I would do it as a stream, but because like it's been done to death. But I would show, and I've already played it. I am thinking about another game from that era, FF6, but maybe not till late. But I will figure out when in the year we'll be doing it next year. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that one. But we won't talk about FF6 here. I'm not gonna really spend time to fight too much. I am a little poor, so what is available here? It won't let me enter, so yeah, I can't enter and go to Lima yet. It won't let me. So what is beyond the borders? In Bouto, Lima. At least Dramane is very to the point. Unlike his mom is very but he's pretty smart too, so it's just that he prefers brevity. Brevity is good. Whew! The decoration's a killer. Ooh, this music sounds intense. When we took over the city, the whole place looked like that. I bet they said to themselves that if they were going to have to run away to the mountains, they might as well smuggle the interior designer away with them in their luggage. Do you ever take anything seriously? How will we know when we need to go into action? Usually you have to wait for the signal. Alright, seems like we're just in time. In fact, since we're gonna be a team and all, we ought to discuss how we're going to coordinate things in battle. Yeah, I know how they do it. I'll look after my side of things, but from time to time, I can cover you too. Dramane as an ally. When Dramane is traveling with Enso and Irene, they each fight in a separate area during combat. But Enso may need Dramane's help in his own combat area. Dramane then helps Enso, and afterwards goes back to his own area. Oh, it's like a summon. During fights, a new HUD is available for Dramane. The yellow meter fills up over time. Press LT plus Y to summon Dramane. He appears in Enso's combat area and performs his technique. Then, the meter empties completely and recharges over time. Yay, it's a summon. Very helpful. The more the yellow meter is needed, the more his red meter fills. Huh? When the red meter is full, press LT plus B and Dramane will perform an ultimate technique. Make sure you call Dramane at the right moment, because he will leave if he is hit before starting his attack. Oh, that's not good. I'll have to keep that in mind. There are many options. Feel free to attack as a group by performing an Enso Irene Dramane combo attack. With you two to cover me and my brand new legacy, I wouldn't like to be in our enemy's shoes. Take advantage of the Boja army's diversion to sneak up to the top of the mountain. Awesome. Where this is our dungeon. I guess we spent most of the time talking. Wow, it was 1.5 hours of not really fighting all that much. I do like his sword. His sword's cool. I mean, I like Urithi as well, but I like his sword as well. Anyway, I will just... Bouto Kupato. Okay, guys. It looks like my time is up. Oh, it is the big blood, so it's a Jinyong. Oh, yes, the famous novelist for wuxia, which is a Chinese martial art, Chinese warrior novels. We're going to be playing a game that takes place in a similar kind of setting. Not similar, in a very much the same setting. But we'll discuss that when we actually get to The Legend of Sword and Fairy after this game, of course. Man, 2 heavy games, one after the other. I don't know if I've made the right decision. I thought Aurion was not going to be as heavy as it was. This is probably among the heavier stories we've had to deal with in this game. So much philosophy and religion. But anyway, I think it's a good time to stop. Let's call it a day for tonight. And because it's getting late, and I also want to save my voice. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream on Friday. So that probably means that the next time we will be playing Aurion will be on Monday. And it'll be a good time. And we'll get to figure out how we climb up this dungeon. I know, no Friday stream. Oh. But anyway, once again, Illusion, thank you for watching. You made my play a lot more fun. And I also need to upload the stuff from Twitch to YouTube. I have them cut already, so yeah, I'm probably not gonna, it's very unlikely I can do Friday because I have another event which will also, oh yes, that's right, the storm. We're having a series of storms right now here on the west coast of North America. So my area will also be affected by rain, so it will be a little bit heavier than I'd like, but so please everyone stay safe out there and hope the weather isn't killing you too much. I know that the East Coast is suffering, so some parts of the East Coast of the United States is suffering from the hurricane. So all of you out there, please stay safe, take it easy, and I will see you all next time, hopefully on Monday, and take care. So as always, Wangaa, which means good night. Killing you too much, I guess. I'm sorry, I guess that wasn't quite the right word. But yeah, affecting you too much is maybe what I want to say. But yeah, really keep safe. So as always, good Wangaan, which means good night, and 下次再见, which means see you next time, and 谢谢收看, which means thank you for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this, and I will see you all next time. Take care, and please stay safe during the storm. Take it easy, and don't do anything dangerous. And above all, no, don't use the storm as an excuse to surf or something. Please, just stay inside. Take care. Good night.